So I just spooked what looks like a nice moose. I'm gonna mark... Oh, wait. There's two nice moose. What in the world? I thought I saw two. I knew something was wrong there. Hello and welcome back to the Hunter Classic. So the hunt for the rare bison continues. I've got a free hour and a half here, and I thought I would just make a video and try to get a rare bison. I've been trying to do it for a while now, and we're just going to continue today. And we've got a Sitka buck back here, so why not try to get that. I was going to bring the 405 since it is kind of the new big game weapon, but I thought no messing around today. We're going to bring the 340 because it does, of course, have the scope. We'll be able to just take longer and more accurate shots. We're going to be as efficient as possible trying to take stuff out. And, of course, like the Sitka deer, I'm going to try to call it in. You never know. This could be a leucistic 112 scoring Sitka deer. So why not? We'll see if we can get him, and then we will worry about like where we're going for the bison. But unfortunately, our Sitka deer is neither leucistic nor all that big. We've got 62-110 on the score estimate. I hear another one walking, which is probably the doe that I saw. So I think we'll just go ahead and take this guy out. He should be somewhere between like 70 and 80. Actually, there is definitely more than one Sitka deer taking off, so we're going to just run past this guy for a minute and see if we spot anything special running away. That's just a normal doe over there. And I'm not really seeing anything over on this side, so whatever it was, hopefully it wasn't anything too special. There's a moose out there. I think that's a female. I don't see any antlers, so we'll grab our buck and then draw out the path that we're going to be taking for our hunt today. But let's see what he scores first. 84, that would not have been a bad one at all back when they first came out, but of course the change in the racks they get up to in the area of like 115-ish now. But I think we're going to do the kind of crisscross sort of strategy here, try to cover as much ground as possible and have as little animals not being at least tracked as possible, and go about as far as the river there, and that's probably where we're going to stop. So I'm going to place a marker down here and head that way. We've actually got a moose antler here, and that just reminded me, maybe we can find one of the new albino moose here on Whiterime Ridge. This is probably the best map to search for the new albinos in terms of moose anyway. Like you can see so far in like getting the calls. I just had a female moose call to the right, but we're going to be going back around that way in just a minute, so that would be kind of cool as well. I think bison would still be my preferred rare, but if we get an albino moose, I'm not going to complain about that. I believe that's going to be the female moose that called, and she actually looks like she may have spooked the way she's looking around like that, but we'll take her out with the 340. Oh, there's actually one here as well. We'll take the one in front of us then, because she is going to spook in the direction that we're headed later on, so I'll at least, I guess, spot her so we have like the more accurate track information, so I'll know it's that one. 370 to 410 on the weight estimate for her, and this one, I can see her ears over there, but there's even another one over there. Tons of female moose, no rares unfortunately. The only rare I've ever had on this map was that melanistic bull moose that scored right about 150, so I'm not actually that sure how well like an albino moose would stick out, or a piebald moose even at that. I've seen videos, but I've never experienced any of the white colored rares on this map. Spooked our moose, but she is down right there anyway. So yeah, those couple of females are going to spook in the direction we're headed, so I'm not going to, for one, shoot that direction and make a bad shot, but also I'm going to be able to just stick to the path that I made and kind of cover this ground a bit better than going over there and then coming back. So we'll do that and pick up our female moose here, which I think we made a double lung shot on, and we did, plus the liver. And we've got another female moose to our left and one calling, so we might as well see where that's at. See, so many common female moose out here. If we could just get one rare, I wouldn't complain, but that is the 5th female moose that we've had all over on this side as well. We're going to go ahead and take this one out. It's not that far away. It's not going to send us that far off of our path, so we'll go for it. She is down, and we will just go grab her. I'm not going to worry about the one that was further away. Again, I'm trying to kind of stick to my path, and if I would shoot her all the way over there, like 150 meters to the left of where the path is, then I'm going to be missing a bit of ground if I don't just completely backtrack. And again, I'm trying to be efficient here, so that's what we're going to do. I do see a bull moose out there. He's not very big, but he is along our kind of path, so we'll definitely be running into him, I think, in just a couple of minutes. But of course, we need to pick up our female moose here first. Just want to see where we hit her, and then we can go for that bull. But I think it should have been double lung where we were placed, and it was. We'll just go see if we can get ourselves this bull moose as well. It'll be the first male of the video other than our Sitka deer. So I actually spooked him as well. I think I've been playing too much Call of the Wild lately, and being able to like spot them and know what state of alertness they're in really helps with how close you can kind of just run to animals. But he did stop out there. And he is down. There was a bison to the left. It was a female, but we might try to get it as well. I can see it running up there, but I'm not very much loaded. So there she is. This is going to take a couple of shots likely. Or she can change directions on me. We definitely got one hit in her there. Two not very good hits. Might have missed that shot. I'm not sure. She just went out of render there. So I'll mark that point. I just wanted to get her down because, again, if I'm trying to find a rare bison, I want every bison that I've seen or tracked to be dead if possible. That way I'm not getting on old tracks that I already have figured out that are a common. So just throwing a couple of bullets their way. I think I've got, all 30. I should be fine. Have enough ammo for this hunt. But that's the problem with doing a video like this, where I'm trying to kill literally everything that's in my path so that every track or call that I get is from something new, and I'm not like wasting time on something I already know is small or a common. I can just kill them and get them out of my way, and that's not going to be the problem. So we'll take a quick look at the score and continue with that topic. 136 on that guy. But anyway, if I'm doing that, then I'm definitely having potential to spook bigger animals, where I'm just... otherwise, if I run another 20 meters, maybe I'd spot them. But I kind of have to try to get everything out of my way to be that efficient and try to get the rares. If they're even here, maybe I just got unlucky, and the rares that are here are albino doll sheep up in the north, and I'm never going to find a rare bison or moose, but I at least have to give it a chance. But anyway, those shots were enough to take down our bison, so we are good on that. But yeah, it can be a bit harder to get trophy animals doing this when you're taking out everything, but at the same time, sometimes it's better. Sometimes you end up wasting less time on those small animals and just getting into the trophies right away. I've definitely had hunts where I'm just running around placing tents, and it's the same concept, just kill everything in my sight. I'm not trying to get trophies or rares in that case, but I'm just killing as many animals as I can while placing tents. That one hunt I had two moose over 200 just setting up 2 tents, so you never know how things are going to work out. But here is our bison. We'll see what she scores. Actually had all 3 hits in her and a 50.6 score. That last shot, although it wasn't any good, was 219 meters. And we've got our first male bison on here, 52.75. Not a very special one. It looks like he's alone, but we can just take him and get him out of our way. We know he's not a rare, and we're not going to end up on his tracks later, wasting our time. So we'll just get prone here now that the grass is not in the scope. And that should be a solid lung hit. I don't think I'm going to take another shot. I already wasted 3, on that female, and that looks like it was the right decision. He went down rather quickly. Every now and then I think I get a lung shot and it turns out to be body, but that time was not one of those cases. By the way, I accidentally cleared my path off the map, so I'm going to have to kind of guess, but for the most part it's just a zigzag back and forth. But we'll grab our male and continue on. I'm really hoping to at least get something decent here. If it's not a rare, maybe like a 200 plus moose, a 120 bison. You never know what you'll come across doing this, but it's just a matter of putting the time in. Eventually it's bound to happen, running across a rare bison. Now, to be fair, it's probably not going to happen in this video or in any video or hunt where I'm actually hunting for a rare bison. It's probably going to be something stupid like setting up tents, taking down tents, hunting doll sheep, whatever. Is probably when it'll happen, but you never know. And that's just the thing about this game. But a 62 score on our bison, and we will continue on. We've got fleeing female moose tracks and a female moose out there, but again, she is like well off our path, and I don't want to waste the time to get her. We'll probably come across her later anyway. And we've got another female moose here, but this one is on our path, so we'll just take her out quickly with the... Actually, you know what? We'll use the 30R here. It'll be saving a bit of 340 ammo if we need it. The 30R is plenty powerful enough for those double lung shots to drop moose as well, so why not save the ammo where we can. Those 2 fleeing bison are females, and they are not rare, so I thought we'd take the moose. Again, she's in our path. Get her out of the way, and we'll probably run across the bison later anyway, and if not, I already know they're not rares. The one female is up to like 105 score estimate. They're not big either, so we'll grab our moose and head down that way. But as I said, double lung shot with the 30R, no problem dropping a moose. So this is a case where I'll actually leave my path in order to go get something. A 105 to 135 bison, it's not worth potentially letting it walk because it is a high score estimate. It doesn't have a high weight estimate, so I don't think it's going to be that big, but 105 minimum is not bad, and he's definitely got a chance to be like 115, 120, you never know. You definitely can get lightweight animals that score well in Classic. I know some of you guys are mostly Call of the Wild players, so I wanted to explain that because in Call of the Wild you are not going to get a high scoring animal that's not a high weight, but it happens here in Classic, so there is a chance that this could be a really high scoring bison, so we're going to try to take him out with the 340. Again, I'm getting off my path here to do this, but it's not worth potentially letting him walk because he is, at least at the moment, the best animal we've seen so far. And he is very determined to not get shot. But the good thing is I can pretty much walk right up to him, and we've got another bison over here we might as well try to spot as we go over this way. A female 3260 on the score estimate. I think that's actually one of the females that I spotted when the female moose was up there. I think it was the last animal we shot. And the other one looks to be up there on the hill, but this guy should be turning to charge us here in a minute. I'd rather just let him do that and get the better angle. And in the meantime, let's just spot. That's the other female that I saw, and apparently this guy's not going to turn. So we'll just shoot him there. I can see lung blood, so he is not going far. Should be our best harvest of the video thus far, and hopefully he'll score at least something decent. I'm sure like 110 at the minimum, but who knows what he'll score, but we'll find out when we pick him up. But yeah, definitely worth going off my path to do that. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, as I said. I want to cover as much ground as possible, harvest as many animals as possible, and hopefully find a rare in the process. So, I don't know. I can't judge Bison. Let's see what he scores. 110. Pretty much at the bottom of that score estimate, but not bad. Probably worth getting him down again. That would be something that I might end up on the tracks of later, so might as well get him out of here. So I actually had to get a bit more off my path to go over here, but we've got like a herd of bison, or like one solo and then just a couple over here, but these are females. The two to the right, even though that one looks big, it is a female, and this male, even though he's going to score lower, we're going to take. I don't want to come across male tracks and end up following them later. That is the biggest reason. And by the way, that feature that the hunter added, where when a weapon's out of ammo, the ammo already pops up. It's just like a one-click and you're good, is really, really nice. I'm really glad they added that. That was something that immediately became useful. But here is our bison. Definitely not anything special here. 59 on the score, double lung and liver shot. And we've got a bison out there as well. So now I'm well off my path, but we'll just spot that one. This is a female. Actually, I believe that is once again the female we saw from earlier. So we'll actually get a little more back on the path. We're going to run right into her in a minute anyway. So this is the big female bison from earlier, 82-105 on the score estimate. I expected to run into her eventually, and now here she is. So let's just take her out. That might be a body shot. That one wasn't. I think I may have been a bit high there, so I wanted to put a second shot in her. But yeah, this bison being in front of us is the idea behind the entire zigzag thing. I try to let animals to that side of me go, because I'll probably at least see them again later. And if I see them next to a male or whatever, I spook them again. And, ooh, I was right. That was a body shot, so that second shot was definitely necessary. Caught her spine and right lung in that second shot. And we are good to go back this way. By the way, the other female that we saw just a minute ago that I said we'd be running into, definitely just spooked from that, so we probably won't be seeing her at least till like 2 zigzags from now. I don't know how else to describe that, but not on this path across. That's got to be the highest score estimate I've ever seen on a female bison, 100 to 130. It's got to be on the lower end of that. But we'll just take her out of the equation, grab her, and continue on. We've got a female moose fleeing that way, but I already spotted her, so we'll just grab this female and continue on. We're actually moving a bit more towards where I should be anyway, because I was off a bit on the path last time trying to get the male moose and then the male bison. We'll see what this scores, though. 103. Okay, I've definitely had a bigger female bison than that. She was just right at the bottom of the score estimate, but I've never seen a female go up to 130 since reaching whatever level I'm at on bison spotting. So I just spooked what looks like a nice moose. I'm going to mark... Oh, wait. There's 2 nice moose. What in the world? I thought I saw 2. I knew something was wrong there. So, this hunt has just taken a turn. Forget about the path for the rest of the hunt here. We are after those 2 moose. So, rares are no longer the top of the agenda, although maybe one of those is melanistic. I couldn't tell. But yeah, I think we'll try to take those 2 guys out if possible. I thought I saw 2 when they spooked. I thought one went left and one went right, but then I just figured he looped back. So we're going to walk up here. Where are we actually? They're going to go right towards the corner of the river there, so we might be pretty set. Maybe we can just get them both in the open. Okay, one of them is coming back up over the hill here. Let's just see what we've got on the score estimate. 160 to 180 on that one. The bad thing is I can't really shoot from prone, and I definitely want to drop them because I want to get both of the moose, but I'm fairly high level with this 340. That will work. The good thing is, let's pick up this track. This one is 540 to 580 kilograms. I think that's the one I just spotted. That's the female, so this should be the other male, which is 510 to 580. That makes sense. The weight estimate is 70 kilograms, or the range on the weight estimate is 70 kilograms, which means that the moose that left that track has not been spotted. So we'll pick this guy up. We are going to take a quick trophy shot because he's not a bad one. He should be probably in the 170s. I don't think he's small enough to be 160s. 169, close enough. So that looks pretty good. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get on the trail of the other one. Actually, I'm kind of on the trail. I just got to figure out where he went. I'm guessing he was in render when we took that shot, so I'm going to run a bit further before I start walking. But hopefully he's going to be out in the open just up here. And yeah, you can see roaming there 2 to 9 minutes ago, so he definitely would have spooked when we took that shot at the other one. Again, 160 to 180 on the score estimate. Well, that's a bit unfortunate that I didn't make the best shot there. Oh, why didn't I just switch to the 30R? I'm going to do that. See if we can put another one in him, because that's an intestine hit, I believe. Alright, 3 intestine hits now. One, or maybe all of them, could have been body, but I think at least the first one was probably in the intestine, so unfortunately we're not going to top 200 on either of those moose, but they're definitely not bad ones. So he is actually down. Let's just take this other male moose, because the bison up behind them is a female. Must have been a bit far forward there. Alright, lots of shooting to end the video. We'll go get the smaller one first, because as is customary, I like to end with a trophy shot, and of course I want to do that for the bigger one. And apparently we've got bison here, 95 to 120 on that one. Unfortunately no rares, but one more potential anyway harvest for the end of the video. I just want to spot, make sure, yeah, that one's not big. I can see that this one's not big without spotting. That one's definitely not big, and we'll be taking the front one there. Let's go for like a heart shot and probably completely ruin it. Yep, and I wasn't loaded, so not quite what I wanted to do, but he is down. I might have actually caught the lungs there. Not too bad. So here is our moose, 124 for him. We'll then grab our bison, which was up to 120 on the score estimate. He'll probably be, again, right around 110, 112, something like that. And then we can go up and get our moose, which I think is actually smaller than the first one, just based on the rack size. I believe the other one had a bigger frame, but I'm actually not 100% sure how much of a factor that plays in moose scoring. But here is our bison, which we did hit double lung, and again 110 on the score estimate. Let's go up and grab our big moose then. So here he is, and once again I do think he is going to score less than the other one just based on that, but again I'm not exactly sure how it works. 170, alright. Scored a bit more than the other one, so double intestine stomach and then left hind leg. We did hit him on all 3 of those shots. I think that will work for a trophy shot. I had so much trouble trying to position them there, and that is going to have to work. So all in all, it wasn't a bad hunt. We got a couple of nice moose to end here, and as I said, at least the sun's out, and at least the trophy shots are going to look pretty decent. But yeah, no rares this time. I think we'll continue this. I think ideally I should try to get like 8 people and just run the map and try to find one. Maybe we'll do that on a live stream sometime if ZaggityK's down. We'll have to see about that. But with that, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.